Hello, I'm DrAdannaVet. It's good to have you back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about heat stress, how to manage heat stress, and the signs of heat stress in chickens. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, share my videos, okay? So today, I'll be talking to you about the classic signs of heat stress in birds. There are two major kinds of chickens, we rear in Nigeria. There are the layers, and then there are the broilers. For broilers, you'll just get to see panting. The broilers will just be trying to breathe very well, trying to breathe well. They can't breathe well. They're just you just be hearing it. Then the next sign you see in broiler chickens is the raising of their wings. They're raising their wings, trying to lose the body heat, because the body heat is so much. They're trying to lose the body heat. Then for layers, the classic signs you will see in layers is that they will start laying thin shelled eggs. There will be in decreased number of eggs they lay. They won't be laying as much eggs as before. Maybe if you're getting 20 crates in a day, you might be getting 15, you might be getting 10, because of heat stress. And then their egg size will be so reduced. You'll be wondering, what's happening now? What's happening? Are these birds sick? It's not really sickness like that in the Nigerian context. It's heat stress. Okay, they are trying to cope with heat, the high heat. Okay, so this is their coping mechanism. Apart from the signs you see in eggs, with their eggs, you also see layers panting, the pants, and then they raise their wings just to try to lose the body heat. So how can you cope and manage heat stress in chickens? The most important way you can cope with heat stress in chicken is by the poultry house design. If you don't get the poultry house design right initially, you always suffer from heat stress, even when you're not supposed to suffer from heat stress. Okay, the poultry house design should have a very good orientation, east-west orientation, so that the long axis is towards that east-west, so that the sun won't fall directly into the poultry house. If the sun is falling directly into the poultry house, that means that the birds are prone to heat stress. Okay, and then the roofing materials. This is not I'm not going to be talking about poultry house design in this video, but I'm just mentioning it so that you know that once you want to construct your roofing material, should be able to reflect heat heat away from the poultry house, and be able to insulate against heat. All right, so that's all I'm going to talk about for the building orientation. Okay, the next way you can stop and you can manage heat stress is through the stocking density. You don't need to overstock your beds during heat. Once you notice heat stress, please try and space out the chickens as much as possible. Try and make them relaxed. Okay, don't try to pack them like sardines in a house. They won't feel alright, and they won't manage their heat very well, their body heat very well. The next step is their feeding strategy. During the period of heat stress, if you notice heat stress in your chickens, you don't feed like before. You ration their feed. You don't feed every time. That means you have to determine the peak heat period of that day. If the peak heat period is around 12 to 3, you have to feed 6 hours before peak heat period, and then 6 hours after the peak heat period. Don't feed in the heat of the day. Okay, because it will be the heat, the environmental heat, and the body heat from digestion will make it very impossible for the chicken to survive. So avoid feeding the chickens towards the peak of that heat period. All right, so aside that, you always advise to flush your watering system. That means, like I was saying, it's always advisable to flush your watering system. Flushing a watering system in a poultry farm is almost like the watering system in our homes. If we use the government's water board, once you open a tap during the hot day, you notice that the water coming out is very hot. But once you start running the tap for a period of time, you know, you run off the hot water in the pipe system, you notice that cooler water will start coming into the pipe system. So that's almost the same thing in beds. Their watering system during hot days, the water that is coming out is usually very hot. So once you open the tap, flush out that very hot water, cooler water will start coming inside. Okay, so some people usually add, if you're not using a watering system, you're using drinkers, you can change the water in your drinker. And if the water in your drinker is very hot, you can add ice cubes into your drinkers. Please, this ice cubes is for people that are very used to this method. I don't want you to make the water excessively cold. No, you don't want it to be excessively cold, you just want the water to be cool, very drinkable for your chickens, to try to help the chicken to dissipate the excess heat. Okay, then the next one is addition of electrolytes and vitamins, especially vitamin C. Vitamin C usually helps birds during heat stress. Normally chickens manufacture vitamin C for themselves, but during heat stress they have an increased need for vitamin C. Okay, so you try to get, there are different brands of electrolytes and multivitamin in the market. Example of such brands are LitaVites, Vitalites. There are plenty of them in the market. Just talk to your vet. Okay, tell your vet that you need a multivitamin and electrolytes to help your birds deal with heat stress, so the birds will give you the best brand for you. Okay, so I hope this video has been very helpful to you. If you have any question, please feel free to ask any question in the comment section. I'll be very, very privileged to answer your questions. Thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.